One famous Jewish practice, which according to the Bible goes back to the time of Abraham, this is in Genesis chapter 17, is circumcision. We're talking about male circumcision here, not female circumcision, which is much more harmful. Male circumcision is removal of the foreskin of the penis. It's taking off the skin that naturally covers the tip of the penis, so the tip is exposed. This is done to all boys on the 8th day after birth, in a special religious ceremony. This is considered a visible sign of belonging to the covenant people. Other people do circumcision for different reasons, but that's the religious reason for it. There have been occasional attempts to ban circumcision as barbaric. After all, it does hurt, and no one asks the infant if he wants this done. There are a few countries even that have banned it. But it's always been a central practice of Judaism. Another practice is the bar mitzvah, that translates to son of the covenant. And this is an important rite of passage from Jewish boys. It's a ceremony of transition from childhood to adulthood. And it's done for boys on their 13th birthday. It involves the boy getting up and publicly reading from the Hebrew Torah. You can see this young man doing this at his bar mitzvah. After this, he's no longer a boy, but a young man and a functioning member of the Jewish community. It's similar in purpose to Christian traditions of confirmation. In recent times, it's sort of like an elaborate birthday party. Presents are given. It's a happy celebration. And also in recent times, it's been decided by many Jews that there needs to be a parallel ceremony for girls, which is called the bat mitzvah, daughter of the covenant. This originated in the 20th century and was not done before that. Another central Jewish practice has long been Sabbath, or Shabbat, which means rest. This is refraining from work on the 7th day. This is actually one of the 10 Commandments, you'll remember. Sabbath traditionally is marked from Friday sundown until Saturday sundown. For all three of the main branches of Judaism, that is Orthodox, Conservative, and Reform, they worship at the temple or synagogue during the Sabbath, whether Friday night or Saturday morning. At these services, the whole Torah is read through in the course of 1 year. And the Torah scroll is treated as a holy object. It's a beautiful handwritten parchment. It's decorated in silver. It's always written in the original Hebrew language. And normally it's read out in Hebrew as well, although in many contexts the reader will then translate it into the language that the people actually speak. So they'll read it out and then translate it into English or German, etc. As we've seen, some groups call their place of worship a temple. Others call theirs a synagogue. The practice of synagogues goes way back. It's unclear quite when they arose. They may go back to the time of exile, that is, to the time of the Babylonian captivity, when Jews were away from their homeland and away from their temple. In any case, synagogues were everywhere in the first century, and after the destruction of the temple, synagogues became all-important to Jewish communal life together. There are three essential elements of any synagogue. There needs to be a piece of furniture called an ark, and that holds the Torah scrolls. There needs to be a lectern, place where you stand up and read from, and speak from. And there needs to be a lamp. There's a continually burning lamp that reminds Jews of the ancient menorah, the ancient lamp, which once stood before the Ark of the Covenant in the temple in Jerusalem. In our next segment, some common devotional actions and objects in Judaism, and also Jewish views about women and human sexuality.